What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 172, and we start today's episode off with a game against EA Guingamp here, away from home in the Coupe de Ligue. Now, of course, last year we lost for the first time as PSG manager in this competition at home to St Etienne. So this year, are we going to be taking it more seriously? Absolutely not. No, we don't care about this competition. It's basically the League Cup version of English football for French football, and to be honest, as you can see my team right there, as I usually do in England in the League Cup, it's just going to be treated as a competition where we'll play some kids, give them some game time, play some of the fringe players, keep them happy a little bit, and that's pretty much it. You know, if we go far, then great. It's very nice to keep on playing, get a bit of money, get a bit of money for the prize money, and you know, keep everyone happy. But to be honest, it's not something where we're going to be absolutely gutted if we go out from early. So taking on EA Guingamp here, who have had actually a pretty decent start to the season in Ligue 1. Didn't really know what to expect. A lot of these players making their debuts. Paloon was one of them there, who went close to the first chance of the game directly from kickoff. But really, I just wanted to see how some of these players would do. The players that aren't going to play that much this season, such as Terrazino, Paloon, who we just mentioned there. And I was hoping for at least a good defensive performance, if nothing else. And instead, we conceded the first goal of the game in the 34th minute. Pretty poor defending from me, admittedly. And as the ball got chipped across the face of goal there, you couldn't really point the fingers at Areola as the shot was passed him in a flash. So EA Guingamp 1, Paris Saint-Germain 0. Just the worst possible start, really, just past the half an hour mark. I mean, after the start we had, the first chance from the kickoff, needing a good save from the goalkeeper, I thought we might be able to get a couple of early chances on the board, but instead to go down and concede the first goal of the game was pretty poor. Still, EA Guingamp 1, Paris Saint-Germain 0. Not the best of starts to the game. But in the 41st minute here, as they kick the ball forward from the goal kick, Verratti wins the header. You don't see that very often, and Fekir gets onto the ball for us, also making his debut. Lovely little double step over. He picks out Anthony, and Anthony picks out the bottom corner. So we're back on level terms about 8 minutes after conceding the first goal of the game, and it is Anthony getting the goal. This is, I believe he is the quickest striker in the game. I don't know this for sure, but I believe that in this stage, in this career mode, that's what you got to remember. He's probably the quickest striker in the game, with 98 acceleration and 97 sprint speed, I do believe it is. So when he latches onto a through ball, you don't really fancy much chance for the goalkeeper to come out and meet it, and that's exactly what happened there. The goalkeeper came out for the ball, he was never going to get there first. So 1-1, Anthony getting the goal, Fekir getting the assist, and in the 49th minute here, Anthony gets his second goal of the game, Keita this time getting the assist. A lovely drill cross from the right hand side. Again, drill crosses are OP this year, and Anthony with a lovely finish as well. So he turns the game on its head and makes it EA Guingamp 1, PSG 2. So we may have conceded the first goal of the game, but now we've got the other two on the boards, and we are in front for the first time. Nice little finish there, the first time finish with the left foot, and it is 2-1. In the 59th minute, Keita went close with a free kick from range. Very, very close there. It hits the stanchion from outside the goal, and it is still 2-1. And from the goal kick, eventually it's cleared up field by the goalkeeper here as he stands over the ball and kicks it long towards Dembele. But as Verratti goes for the header here, it's lost, but it comes to Tahiri making his debut for the club. He gives it to Marquinhos. Marquinhos spreads it out wide towards Gregory Van der Wiel. Nice little free ball towards Keita down his right hand side. He takes on the number 7, beats him here with a Berber spin, goes down the right hand side, and how about this for an assist? A lovely little Rabona cross into the centre, and Anthony gets his hat-trick with a diving header. So a Rabona cross and a diving header, very nice to do both in the same phase, and that was a really nice goal there. Lovely little Berber spin by Keita as well to beat his man down the right hand side, and a nice little Rabona chip into the centre. And it's not the most traditional of diving headers by Anthony. He doesn't even need to dive, really, does he? But it still looked pretty nice. Very, very nice goal there. Anthony gets his hat-trick, and it is 3-1 to Paris Saint-Germain. And in the 68th minute here, we win the header, and Tahiri flicks it on towards Fekir. Fekir having a pretty good debut, turns his man and finds Bovo off the bench. He plays it through towards Anthony down the right hand side, takes on his man, beats him with a double step over. Can he find the back of the net? Nope, because it's blocked, but it comes straight back to him, chips the ball over his head, and ends up going down and winning a penalty as well. So 20 minutes before the end, Anthony was just unplayable in this game. EA Guingamp just could not stop the guy. He was too agile, too skillful, too good, I guess. And as you can see there, I actually thought, personally speaking, that EA Guingamp would be a little bit disheartened about this because the referee's obstructing the view a little bit, but it does seem to be a little bit of a dive from Anthony, a little bit of a soft penalty to give, but the referee gave it. You can see why he gave it, to be honest. There was contact, even though it was pretty soft, but a penalty to us. Anthony's already got a hat-trick. Can he get his 4th goal of the game? Yes, he can. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, scores in front of the travelling fans. It's EA Guingamp 1, Paris Saint-Germain 4, and this guy was just absolutely unstoppable. well. And of course, we signed this guy in the summer transfer window from Monaco. And, you know, we were debating signing Depreville. And the reason being was because Depreville from Stade Reims won the top goal scorer last year in Ligue 1. And as I mentioned, I couldn't really understand why, because his stats were bang average, but I wasn't really sure whether it would be better to go with a striker who clearly can score goals in Depreville, or to, you know, try and, you know, get a younger striker to develop for the future with PSG, or leave him here and let the AI club work with him. In the end, I went with the latter, and I just could not be more pleased, because the guy is so good, and if Higuain wasn't an 87 rated striker on our bench, this guy would easily be on the bench, you know, week in, week out, because his injection of pace in this game was evident how good it is, and how important it is, and his natural finishing as well is fantastic for a young striker at 76 overall. So yeah, really good game by him. And as you can see, we did have a couple of late chances on in this game as well, but the goalkeeper made a couple of good saves, and eventually as this header gets cleared off the line, the game does finish. So EA Guingamp 1, Paris Saint-Germain 4. We get the win by 4-1. Again, a fantastic performance from the striker up top, Anthony, and yeah, thoroughly deserved victory despite conceding an early goal in the first half. We do turn the game on its head and win by 4-1. So to reiterate, we're not really bothered about the Coupe de Ligue. It doesn't matter. We'll keep on playing fringe players and kids in this tournament, but it's still nice to get wins, and it's still nice to see that the unbeaten start to the season continues, other than of course the one loss we had to Juventus in the Super Cup. So following that, we do have a look at the squad report as well, as we now enter a new month, and you can see how the players are doing. Already starting to see very healthy attribute changes for quite a few of these players. However, David Luiz and Thiago Silva, both centre backs, are decreasing. So in January, I'm definitely probably going to sell David Luiz, although his contract is up at the end of the year, so he might be leaving on a free contract anyway. A pre-contract and a free transfer anyway, but he'll most likely be going in January, if not the summer, definitely. So David Luiz is probably on his way out. As for Thiago Silva, he's still a first choice centre back, and I don't want to get rid of him, because even at, you know, I think he's 34 years old now, and he's 85 overall. He's going down in stats, but he's still unbelievably overpowered, even though he's lost a lot of his pace. He's still a really good centre back. He's still a first choice centre back, and yes, I know we need to transition with PSG and make him a younger squad, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to sell my captain or not. It's like a Ben Foster situation, even though Ben Foster wasn't decreasing his stats. He's my captain, and I don't want to sell him, but I don't know. We do need to start thinking about younger players. Still, we'll have to wait and see. Here's the league table though. 10 games in, 9 wins and 1 draw. So the perfect start. We're not running away with the league per se, but we've certainly made a very healthy start. As you can see in the Champions League as well, 3 games in, 2 wins and 1 draw with 7 points. Second place have 4 points, and third place have 3 points. So good start in both the league and the Champions League. We're also into the next round of Coupe de Ligue, and as I mentioned in the last episode, everything is just coming together really nicely at PSG, as we expected. You know, we didn't expect this to be too difficult of a challenge. It would be hard to shift on a lot of the Deadwood players and build a good young team with, you know, a side that doesn't have the most astronomical of budgets, but even so, we did expect that eventually in the first couple of seasons we'll probably be doing this, you know, already looking really strong, and to know we are this season is great. You know, we had a fantastic transfer window, and it's showing in the season as well. Everyone's got off to a really good start, the new signings in particular, and everything is going really well here at PSG, and we just hope it continues. And we take on Toulouse for the second and final game of today's episode here, and we also take the lead very early on as well. 10 minutes in, and Bayern gets the goal and makes it PSG 1, Toulouse 0. So he goes down the right hand side as we pass out from the back from the goal kick, and it was just so routine there as he goes down the right hand side. Just a quick little cut inside. I knew the slide challenge was coming in, so there's no need to shoot and watch it get blocked and deflected. I'll just hold the ball up, go down the left hand side, and end up smashing it in off the far post. So PSG 1, Toulouse 0, and it isn't Bayern grabbing us the goal. But in the 26th minute here, Toulouse tried to hit back and grab themselves an equalising goal, and as you'll see, Doumbia gets on the ball, plays it inside towards his man, and Furman smashes the ball in and makes it 1-1. So I have to say, you know, that was really poor from me. That was terrible defending. They took a quick free kick. I wasn't set. I tried to position bodies back, and in the end, as you'll see, if you didn't see it the first time, you'll watch it with Thiago Silva. I thought they were going to take a first time strike, so I tried to position him backwards a little bit, and in the end I got in the way of Lloris and ended up seeing the ball go past him. So pretty simple goal there for Dominic Furman, and it's 1-1 and Toulouse are back on level terms. My mistake with Thiago Silva, can't blame him for that one. That was my mistake, and it is 1-1. In the 36th minute though, as you can see, Furman going forward here, Lloris makes a very good save and denies him his second goal of the game, and Kurzawa ends up clearing the ball off the line as well. So still 1-1, and in the 55th minute again Toulouse come forward here. They were looking really threatening in this game, and thankfully for us that strike goes wide. And the final chance would fall in stoppage time as well. This chance going to Thurman again, who was the danger man for them, and his shot goes wide and behind for a goal kick. So final score, PSG 1, Toulouse 1. A pretty poor game by my standards. I only really had one chance and we scored from it as well, but a bit of a wake-up call as well. You know, this isn't going to be a league which we'll run away with. We will still have to be on top of our games, and we can't just expect to win every single game easily, even though we have made a great start to the season. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.